For me, we cook 1 kilo a day.
Wow, 1 kilo a day.
1 kilo. Because one piece is not much of it. And if possible, try to buy, don't buy China type. China type, no taste. I think they grow maybe 2 months, they harvest. At least you must be an old ginger, then they got some taste. So buy Indonesian one, Thailand one, or the bentong one is the best. Bentong you boil 3 times, still got taste.
Bentong very expensive, 1 kilo $15.
But now Singapore a bit hard to find.
How do you spell bentong?
B-E-N-T-O-N-G.
Bentong.
The chicken rice people they use to make, they buy to make the chili lah. That's why the chili tastes nice. If you use China ginger, no taste one the chili cannot lah. And then another thing that you need the heat pack for those 24 hours pain, continuous pain. This is made by her. You take the red bean and then the red bean you put inside one compartment, then you sew it, then put another compartment, then you sew it. After that you sew it this side. But you must put in the microwave. Actually any bean can jagong also can corn also can, green bean also can, but red bean is the best But don't touch water otherwise you will be blunt. So it dry, you put in the microwave, 15 minutes or so. Did you try that? Very good For those who are 24 hours pain you really need this. That means at night you put the pad, then you sleep on the pad.
After a while it will cook already.
No, we want to cook because the microwave already make it impossible to cook. It's cooked but dry. It's totally dry, but it's very hot. It can last about half an hour or more.
Half an hour generally.
What about using sand?
No, sand cannot. Red bean, corn, any other beans green bean all can. But so far they find red bean the best
You mean you cook over and over again, you won't cook? Yes,
Yeah.
no, nothing happened because it's in the microwave. In fact, there was once I think I overburned, I can smell it, and I thought I cannot use it anymore, but it's still used.
But it must be the uncooked beans you cannot put the cooked beans. Uncooked beans
How long you put in the microwave?
about 15 minutes. Highest, you put the highest about 15 minutes. But if you don't want it to be too hot,
5 minutes.
less how?
5 minutes.
5 minutes, 10 minutes.
5 minutes on high lah. No, 2 minutes.
And those people who got cancer, help them to put on their body, the back, hang it, and then every day, anywhere you walk, you must use the hot. You must give him the heat. The person at least 15 hours a day. For cancer people.
Continuously heat up.
Yeah, continuously because the energy level is very low. You have to bring it from outside, go in, and then ginger from inside. So inside, outside both must attack, because their energy level is super low already. You really got to put a lot in.
If you find you take ginger and it's heaty, it's largely because you've got a very weak stomach.
Yeah.
So you take very dilute and slowly you
Increase But if ultimately,
Take it raw, that means press away.
also can,
but very solid.
but then
I
it
think
quite troublesome.
Yeah.
Cooking is you can
More gentle.
and then we take it hot better.
Honey, is it okay?
Beginning stage can but slowly get used to no honey because honey is cooling. So you want heaty, you want the warm, and then you cool it.
We do more work than that, He actually cut all the ginger, dry them up, and then all my ginger will taste so very concentrated.
I buy 10
kilo,
20
so
kilo a day. I think some buy
kilo
20
every
kilo.
time. People buy for us out
The
there.
one box is 10 kilo. So
People help us to buy.
sometimes I ride bicycle, I go in one 10 kilo in front, one 10 kilo in back. I cycle to Kallang there, and then I cycle back to Pasir Ris.
1 kilo.
So
we always buy Indonesia one.
20
The
kilo,
cheapest available.
20 kilo, then you have to dry it up. Otherwise, you cannot last that long.
Yeah.
It will spoil. Even if you put in the fridge, you cannot last too long. So any question on this? For those,
where can you find the microwave heating bag? You make yourself.
Make yourself
she can. You just take any cloth.
They
any cloth.
sell $100 once, so I make my own.
She make quite a number. So for our own use. So sometimes leg pain also put one here, head pain also put another one
Yeah,
here.
yeah. I have one bonnet for head. Cannot sleep. If night time cannot sleep. Put
This
that.
one must get your wife to help.
Red
The
meat
sewing.
inside can last how long?
Ah,
Red meat inside can last how long?
micro, this one I think so far we made
So
until
far we
now
haven't
long
spoiled
time.
any.
But until it's dirty then we throw away lah. Because
Beg the pardon.
Even if it spoil after.
you won't.
No,
You won't.
dry.
So far, both I
Dry.
It's always dry.
Dry, we leave it dry.
Pain.
Every time when
Yeah.
we use, put inside the microwave.
Because everything heat.
That one I haven't tried. I think should be able to work also.
What?
Red, the other the red sea. Your
Saka
saga
seeds very dry.
I think should be able to work also.
I don't know. You
But we
find so
haven't tried
many,
that.
then you can find some. This one inside is 2 kilo, ne?
But it's
2 kilo
red bean
of.
is red bean is dirty cheap man.
This bag is 2 kilo, no?
And the
Yeah, you
cloth,
go and get some and try.
the cloth you can use bed sheet. You don't want to use already old bed sheet. Right? You can cut at least 10-20 pieces.
Yeah, I think just a normal cloth like that.
Yeah lah.
Sew it, that's all it is.
Yeah.
Mine loose, I think partition just really
There are number of food
Oh.
which I used to take every day. Is quite a good anti-inflammation food. Pineapple is one of them. Pineapple. I introduced to one friend who got kneecap pain. So he took the pineapple today. The tomorrow the pain gone. The inflammation it helps to dispel the inflammation. Now there is another one which very good anti-inflammation. Is yellow ginger lah. But the one that they use to cook curry. But the absorption of the raw powder is very low. Very low. So the absorption is about 5-10% only. Because our digestive system cannot absorb too much of this. It's all soluble. So very low, you have to consume a lot. And this one not really very nice. You mix with water, it's really not very nice. So I buy the we call it bio curcumin. That means they extract the curcumin part. That is an active ingredient. You just you must buy from items. I got some. If you all are interested, afterwards you can come and then take a look. So anyway, you can buy in Singapore also some of the health food store, but I think if you buy from internet it's cheaper. So this one is very concentrated, and you don't have to bear the taste of this powder. This one very hard to eat actually. Tablet in capsule form.
Capsule form.
So one day you take 2 capsules, more than enough. This one you got to take a few spoons.
They are all members from S&F, so they are all super expert buy from internet.
Good lah. I will tell you the website afterwards, which I found that seller is one of the cheapest. Their courier charge is also very cheap. So the rest, the courier charge can be quite expensive. So anyway, any questions on this? Hey, by the way, the side effect of this, it's very hard to get cancer if you take this every day.
Side effects.
Very hard to get cancer because it's an anti-cancer substance. Very powerful anti-cancer thing. So
You go and find out more about yellow ginger. It's a fantastic
go to Google.
thing.
There are tons of material on yellow ginger, and it's confirmed. It's confirmed yellow ginger. Even the 4-stage cancer can help. This can help also.
If you like to eat nasi lemak, the yellow ginger is going to neutralize the wind problem in the nasi lemak.
Anyway, it's very good anti-inflammation and anti-cancer also. So you got friends who got this problem, better take it every day to prevent prevention. I also bought a formula like this. I got some empty bottles here. Afterwards, you all want, you can take a closer look. It is made from herbs, and it's quite effective also. It works like this, and it's not really expensive, quite cheap. So those
That's very good. My daughter go exercise, then her body wow, you know, they are overstretched in the gym. So the first time round she didn't take this, until it react already, then it becomes slower. So the next time round, when she came back and she said, "Wow, Mom, very tired," I said, "You take two first. Then you go and sleep tomorrow, nothing happened." So it's very effective.
Very effective. And then inside there's this active ingredient called Chinese skull cap. The Chinese word is called Huang Qing. It is a black thing, Huang Qing, black color. So, and then they all the other herbal thing, which is no side effect. So it's not too bad. Now, all these are the things inside. Acacia is one of the best anti-inflammation herbs. So they put a lot of this fella inside. And of course there are other natural things. This is the skull cap, the Huang Qing. The Huang Qing. But usually they process it and it's all black in color, like a piece of clay. If you buy from outside, you ask for Huang Qing, it comes like a piece of clay. So
this one also for anti-cancer?
No, not anti-cancer, anti-inflammation.
Oh, okay.
It's very good anti-inflammation. So if you got 24 hours pain, besides putting the hot bag, besides putting the ginger, it helps. And it's a herb thing, so it's not a chemical compound. So more likely to not to have any side effect. Nothing. It's quite cheap also. I think it's $10 US only. One day take two, then all the pain can help. Any questions so far?
So this one also buy from website?
Yeah, I buy from the iherbs.com. After I give the address.
Not from website.
Okay. So, any questions? Can So any other questions or information on the original point therapy? Do seriously think about it, because not only you can relieve your pain, because when you go and see doctor, most of the time you got pain, then you see doctor, right? So the most of the chances is that when they see a doctor is because of pain. So if you can help yourself to relieve your pain, I think there will be a lot of things solved. You don't need to see the doctor so often. So okay, so this is about pain. Now tonight I want to share, this is just sharing. So many people might have not heard about this. So I would like to share with you all my experience on this. It's called detoxing. So something which many people have not, maybe without, was not told that how it is can be done. I go to the website first. Let me the PowerPoint. I must go back with it. How do I don't really used to y'all. Go to the other one called
Bishan?
heavy metal.
Oh,
The other. All these are
close.
close. All these you all can copy. It's inside his laptop, so you can copy from.
You put microline or?
Next week, Microlines will
Microline.
upload to the SMS website. Then we'll put all the links there.
You put microline.
If you are interested, then you can. Now today there is one topic which is very interesting, which I know about it when I was searching for high blood pressure things, and I came across this, and I find it very good, and I try it, and I find very, very good. So I would like to share with you all something like this, but have an open mind, because this might be something most of us have never heard before. I would like to know how many of you have ever heard of EDTA? E for England, D for Denmark, T for Tokyo, A for America. Anybody? You have heard of it? Wow, good. Can you tell me?
I can't remember what it is.
Oh.
I've seen it, I know.
EDTA.
The other one is
Yeah, the other one. Heavy metal. Yeah.
how come never show now? Just now it show. Now don't know what happened.
Could it be the connection?
No.
Anyway, you see what you can do.
Yeah.
Okay, all of us at our age, we have a little bit of problem on our blood vessel. Most of us got blocked arteries, blocked capillaries, agree or not? True or not? Certain degree lah. Some are not so good, some are. Let's have a So when we have an artery block, we go and see a doctor, right? When you climb the stairs in Chuan, right? There's a sign of oxygen not enough. There's a bit of a blockage, and then so normally what do the doctor do when they are very good? They can help us. They usually any of you ever heard of putting a stent? You heard of it, huh? A stent means you put something, a balloon inside, open up, put some air into the balloon and open up the blood vessel, and then they will force a piece of metal mesh in to open up, and they keep it in that position so that your artery can widen up. It's called stent. The trouble is, you can only put the stent at the artery. That means it's quite big. Capillaries, so far they have not developed a stent that is so small that you can go capillary. So the chances is that when you get a blocked artery, you also got other places also blocked. So long as the blood vessels, capillaries or small little blood vessels also got blocked. Now that one, you might get a stroke. So if do any one of you ever think of what if we go to the fundamental and get rid of the plugs? Did anybody heard about getting out of this plug away? Anybody knows? The doctors will not share with you how the plugs are taken out. Anyway, they don't take it out. They let the plug there. They just put the stent and press, pull the. So next time, if this part here got blocked, they will put another stent. Or this part blocked, problem lah, because cannot go through anymore. So.
Ask doctor for comment. He's here.
But most of the time we never
You
hear
must
of.
ask how many people have stents, put out the hand.
Never hear of stents.
You know,
yeah.
have stent in the heart. Wow, very healthy.
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
Still young.
Bypass.
You got bypass. So it's when it's blocked more seriously, maybe they go bypass. They cut.
75%.
So after
Bypass.
So we must ask here how many people got bypass? One only. That's very healthy.
How many vessels you
cannot then change now. What is that?
You need to get the resolution correct.
That's how that one can.
This I don't know what suddenly don't know what happened. Okay. Let's talk about one.
Different computer.
Never mind, I think he's expert. We let him enter. Now, there is one thing which every day, without any exception, we are accumulating something called heavy metals in our life. Anybody disagree? By the way, what are heavy metals? Any mercury? Yes. Lead. Anyone? Huh?
Sodium.
Sodium, strictly speaking, not really a heavy metal.
Magnesium.
Yeah. But magnesium is good for our body. The bad one are the mercury, lead, aluminium. Aluminium is aluminium is light. It's not heavy metal, but also it gives trouble. Aluminium also gives trouble. And other thing, arsenic, iron, yes, iron. Another thing, when talking about iron, if you were to buy, let's say multivite, how many people eat multivites here? Vitamin, multivitamins. Try to get the formula with no iron, or if possible very low in iron. Because iron oxidizes very fast, very easily. So we try to get antioxidant, but we do not want oxidation. So if you can get one formula which
I
is
have a PC, but I don't have browser.
got
I have-
PC.
You want I have my notebook here.
Yeah, yeah.
Can or not?
If you can.
I need, my
Windows
notebook
one.
is so old, you need 50 minutes to put up.
Fast better than this. Just draw happen to the display.
Okay.
Maybe
Maybe
the-
10 minutes to put it up.
Could it be the
Do
line?
you have the power supply also?
I don't have it. Yes.
But
But
it's
But
last
your
for 3
battery
hours.
or 3 hours can lah. Then through what happen? The display I cannot
You
get it.
can switch off and we plug up without.
Just now was okay.
yeah.
The sound was okay, then suddenly not okay. Maybe restart the computer and see.
Maybe
Okay.
like-
You can block, you can block, you can block. Use a massage. Point therapy, point therapy.
You can go to my
Point
email,
therapy.
and from my email I can open it.
Okay, so slow.
Maybe also can
Can run.
because I send one to my email. But you have internet. Okay, so let's continue while we try to figure out how. So every day we are taking in, when you take a breath, probably you put in some heavy metals already. Last time we used to have leaded petroleum, and that the government is very banned it, so at least a bit of a lead less. But then there's a lot of lead in the soil, because when they spray the pesticides, at least there are lead inside. So when we eat vegetable, actually we also take some lead. Mercury is everywhere. Mercury, when you eat the fish, you will take some mercury already. And how many of you take Chinese medicine here? From China, the most formula, many of them contains mercury. And very often, not very often, I mean sometimes the government will have to ban it. They will tell you because mercury level go up to how many parts per million, so they got to ban that formula because of the mercury. So if you long term take that formula for long term, then you might be a problem. At one time the 银桥解毒片, because of the mercury was banned for sore throat, it was banned. Then they came up with another brand, but the same thing was also banned. So somehow they are not able to take out the mercury. Now, aluminium is one thing which we face almost every day, which is a big problem. Aluminium. It gives us aluminium actually helps our body to take out calcium from the bone, so it may create osteoporosis in the long run. But every day we are drinking, for example, you go to the tap, you get a cup of water, you drink, inside got aluminium already. Because in our Singapore filtration, water treatment plant, they use aluminium alone to mix with the water before giving to you. Now why do they want to do that? Because the water is very dirty, but you cannot see the thing, the mud, all this small particle. But the moment you put aluminium inside, all those solid things all settle down. So what you receive is clean water. So without the aluminium in, the chances is that you will get dirty water, milky water. So every day we are actually drinking aluminium into our body. And okay, good. Thank you. At last. Okay.
Okay.
Hey,
So you must
must be like that one. Can go by slideshow. By the whole thing.
is it slideshow?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait,
Actually, what's wrong?
Okay.
Okay.
okay, you click on then for the next one.
Where?
When
I
you
guess
want to go next
left click.
yeah lah.
Left click lah. Okay.
Left.
If I box you, if you allow me to box you, if I box you long enough, you get black eye. Right? Not one or two times, okay lah. But if I box you long enough, if you take heavy metals every day, you take it long enough, you get problem. Heavy metal is one of the main cause of many of the diseases we are facing at the moment. So this is actually a very, very dangerous
Is
thing.
gold a heavy metal? Gold?
Gold so far is quite
They
inert.
said when we berak, it's like gold.
We must say toxic heavy metal lah. I think the correct
So
word.
smoking is taking heavy metal.
A lot, tons of it. Lead, arsenic. Tar is one factor of this. Lead, mercury, the arsenic,
Everything.
almost everything. There's so much heavy metal inside. Toxic heavy metal. Now this is the main heavy metals: mercury, lead, aluminium, nickel, arsenic, uranium, calcium.
Calcium.
Yes, I will talk about that later. Calcium is good metal, right?
Iron is not here.
Iron, it is not really toxic. Calcium and iron is really not toxic, but the rest.
Look from
Yeah, because iron oxidizes easily.
yeah.
So actually what we want is antioxidant. That means we don't want our body to oxidize too fast. You oxidize too fast, not good for you.
Yeah, so what is the proportion to
As little as possible lah. The good metals like magnesium, zinc, all this put more lah. Okay, now maybe uranium is the
But when you donate blood, they want you to take iron
tablets.
that is for temporary, okay lah.
temporarily.
Temporary, don't take for long term lah.
Oh.
Anyway,
And then when you have mercury,
ah,
you say a lot of China medicine have mercury.
ah.
Mercury actually does it come naturally?
Oh, yes, it's naturally like that. You see, when they grow plants, even our vegetable, when they grow vegetable, they spray, you know. A lot of those chemicals inside got lead, mercury, all kinds of things, you know. It goes into the soil. And then day in, day out for years, they have been planting with that plot of land. The plant just soak up all the heavy metals up. So not only mercury, you know, actually got lead, all kinds of things.
Hydrophonic.
Hydroponic will be then depends on what chemicals they put in the water. So
organic lah.
organic the best. So far we all take organic. Now it's available at Sheng Siong. So it's only $2.50 a packet. Might as well eat organic. Then you avoid all these toxic heavy metal. Uranium is one of the worst, you know. The radiation that comes from it. You look at the cucumber. The cucumber also, have you ever see all this? The cucumber got another, this fellow got 4. This fellow got another hand. And this fellow no leg. And this flower suddenly got something like that coming up. A lot of funny things going on. Some of the fishes around Japan got the mouth at the back there. And then they got extra fins. And some of them deform. A lot of the fishes there are deformed. The mouth deformed, you know. And sometimes they see a nose at the back there, which never happened before. So these are real things. You look at the corn is 2 corn like that. So tomato is funny. All these funny things, these are only sample, but I saw plenty. And children are now deformed also. And they do not know what to do because the government tell them safe. But when they grow up like this, the farmers say, how can you call it safe?
Japan.
Yeah. The farmers don't even dare to eat. They say, I can't export this to anywhere because people see like that, can cucumber with another thing down here. So it's a very serious thing. These are immediately you can see within a short period of time.
So the effect is because they live near to the nuclear plant.
Near the plant. Nowadays they even detect the radiation in California. The water move. There was a report that the fishes around there are better to eat. At one time Singapore banned their fish. I don't know where it's still banned. That means we cannot import their fish from Japan. Now I go eat sushi. They say it comes from Taiwan. But I also say Taiwan and Japan quite near. Mercury, many of those cream, ladies, those cream, some of them got mercury. These are all banned.
Is there a tablet, thing called Synopsis pill?
I'm not sure. You got to go.
Synopsis pill.
You go under Google and then search for banned products.
Synopsis pill was produced by one Chinese sincere in Singapore about 30 years ago, and it's very good for asthma. You take the control asthma. But over the years, it developed cancer of the skin. And this was detected by one of the doctors, reported to the ministry.
and then they
And
ban
ban.
it. Yeah. So once they report, they will take action lah. But sometimes if they don't, it might take some, some of these unscrupulous. They come out another brand, same thing but another brand. So we have to be careful of that lah.
Actually nowadays many women use the whitening cream they have this mercury in it, many of the formulas.
So actually mercury is quite common in our
Lifestyle.
environment. Like fish, you take a fish, a lot of mercury, especially the skin. So that's why when I eat fish, I don't want to take the skin, I take it away. Now lead poisoning, lead is also available almost every breath we take also got some lead inside. And a lot of food in our food supply chain also got lead inside. And it cause so much problem for headaches. These are all some of them are sample, but the serious one, they are much more serious. And then the children one, it cause a lot of these behavioral problems and all that. And if you continuously take a lot, they are much more than this. The problem is not just like this.
It's lead poisoning, the lead goes into the bone,
Yeah.
cannot come out.
Yeah.
First, the other calcium and so on, they move in and out,
correct.
but lead stays there.
Yeah. The trouble with our body is that they don't recognize this is toxic metal, this is good chemical. So toxic one take out, good one keep. They don't. So you put in, they just take lah. Then they will save lah. Save in the liver, save in the everywhere. They save up so they don't kill you too much in the circulation. They will kill you. So that somehow they will save up for you. Save in the brain. Now just now we talk about calcium. Now calcium is actually not a toxic chemical, not toxic metal, but it is bad. It depends on where it goes to. If it goes to the kidney, we don't want it, so it's no good. It should be in the bone, right? In the teeth, right? So teeth and bone is where it's supposed to be. But as we grow older, we find that you take the calcium, it goes wrong place. You go to this place, kidney, you get kidney stone. Yeah, brother. You also get, these are all go to the wrong place, big problem.
Kidney stone and gallstone different.
But
Kidney stones, if you take too much calcium, milk.
Yeah.
If you go overseas, milk fresh milk very cheap. So people are not consume. So they get a lot of pain. They develop small stone, a lot of pain.
Correct.
And when they come back to Singapore, no fresh milk, they're okay. So it's too much calcium.
Yeah, too much also. Because if you box it in now, you get black eye.
Doctor, you mean too much calcium from the milk? From the milk
it cause
itself?
stones, kidney stones. Not gallstone, kidney stones.
But Chinese don't take so much milk.
Yeah, Chinese don't so.
Actually, afterwards I will share with you.
If you go into England, you stay in that place, then you
So
follow.
cheap. One bottle is
Yeah.
very cheap.
Very cheap.
And it tastes good,
I
and then
drink
you
the
say, wow,
lemon
Singapore
drink,
don't
drink.
have that, must eat a
Then
lot.
you just put outside window, no fridge. Outside window, cold.
Ah.
Then
So
drink in, drink.
If you get
Every day one
the
glass.
calcium in the arteries, of course they have got other things, including calcium. You get calcified calcium in the artery. That is also not what we want. We prefer it to go into the bone. Then you got brain stem. There's actually calcium in the brain also. So, wait, this one. Now, I will want to share, or later I will share with you how to bring the calcium into the bone. Okay. Now, do we want our blood circulation supply, our blood supply, to flow like a river like that? This is good, This one not so good, If our blood is like that, it won't be so good. But I want to share with you all some experience in the few years past, 10 years I think, when I'm actually an enzyme therapist. So I learn enzyme and I practice enzyme therapies. So I'm able to take a drop of blood from your finger, magnify 1,000 times. I can see all your red corpuscles, all your white cells, your microphages, everything I can see. Now I can see also toxic metal, black color, green color, blue color. I once got the blood from gold mine. They use very toxic chemical, and they had one drop of blood inside got one big piece of crystal blue color, dark blue.
You
Wow,
mean
that's
gold
really-
miner?
They have to use toxic chemicals during the process. So next time if you all got chance, I can show you some of my pictures which I still I can show you my blood also. The thing so one experience I share with you all is that out of 100 people I test, almost 99 over%, almost all the bloods are all clogged together. There's only one case and one group of people which the blood is so free flowing. One of them is I tested a French woman. I was surprised. I said, how come your red corpuscles are all moving very fast and separated, not in a clot? So she told me, I said, I'm organic vegan. That means he take only organic food, and she only take organic for her whole life. She is about 30 there. Wow, the blood is so super. That means all the red blood cells are all separated out, they are not clumped together, and they are moving very fast. There's another group of people who got this same result. Those people who are taking aspirin and warfarin. But the two differences is that, although they are separate out, one very unique feature is that when the moment I saw the blood sample, I know it's either warfarin or aspirin. Because the red blood cells, instead of a normal one, they will have at least a few hundred in one drop. I can see quite a number. But those who take warfarin, blood thinners, warfarin, all these are blood thinners, the red blood cells are so scattered until in the whole screen you can sometimes you see 10. I don't know where they disperse to, you know. Immediately when you see this sample, you say, are you on blood thinners? And sure enough, they said yes. Either aspirin or warfarin. The red blood cells are so small and they just scattered all over. Blood thinners are unnatural. These are very, very natural. But most of us has got one problem is they clot together to form one lump. And the lump just travel like that, slowly travel. I think this is like the picture. And inside there really a lot of impurities. If next time if you all got chance, you like to know more, I can show you all some sample which I have taken through my practice. So it is real. All these toxic things
So the next stop, we book him for enzyme talk
by the way,
Alright.
By the way, I just want to share with you, when we see the blood sample where the body is all the blood clot together, in pieces of blood clot all over the place, very seldom you see the thing free flowing. We can make it immediately free flowing, but it doesn't last long. It lasts about 4 hours only. The enzyme is called proteolysis enzyme. Proteolytic enzyme. You just take 4 of these proteolytic enzymes. It's very cheap. It's a natural made from a single cell plant, and they extract the enzyme out.
This is the same as those enzymes you buy in bottle, like Japanese enzyme vinegar.
Not that one. This one is really the proteolytic enzyme itself. You can buy it from iHerbs. 4 bottles, 4 capsules a day. Immediately after 15 minutes, all your blood clot all dispersed. But you have to take every 4 hours. Because 4 capsules only work for about 4 hours. Because your whole body is all blood clot. So you want to disperse it using, but this is natural, it's not blood thinner. This one has no side effect one. In fact, we should be taking a lot of this every day. I'm still taking, just
So
to
why
prevention.
is Wei taking every morning this one?
Because she acidic body all blood clots, so you take this then you. So
But
This-
I've seen a shopping center, one lady that you go there, you give a drop of blood, and then she say you've got a lot of metal, and then they ask you to drink a drink has got filtered through I don't know what.
Alkaline water. Alkaline water also does help, but alkaline water works only shorter period. Antioxidant water also does help, but the best is this one. This one not only take away the blood clot, the free fibrins that cause the blood clot, it also dissolve all those organic substance which you take, which is toxic also. One of them is like trans fat. Trans fat is always in the body all the time. Don't take margarine. It's very bad. It's already banned in Europe. Because trans fat is a plastic, like a plastic. It's not really butter anymore. It's not fat anymore. It's like an artificial thing that you put in, and then the body cannot recognize as food, so it just stay there. And trans fats appear.
What's the main benefit of that?
Proteolytic enzyme.
Yeah.
Proteolytic enzyme is actually an enzyme that digests protein.
Yeah, you say you split.
Because all those things, all those things that sticky stuff that cause the red blood cells to join together, it's called fibrin and all these material, they actually can be dissolved by proteolytic enzyme. In fact, if you were to eat raw meat has got proteolytic enzyme inside. But we don't eat raw meat, right? We cook it, right? 40 degrees above, all the proteolytic enzymes are denatured. That means they're not active anymore.
So would this lower the blood pressure?
If the blood flow very fast, I mean better. If your problem is your blood clots, then it will help lah. But it doesn't really go and help on the blood, because there are many factors on high blood pressure. Too much lead, too much mercury, all this also cause high blood pressure. So if the problem is only on the blood clot, but one thing for sure, if you got those blood clots you know that you have, then better take. You won't get a stroke, because if your arteries are narrow and there's a small hole left and there's a blood clot coming here, pop, then you just go lah. So if your blood is free flowing, then at least even a small hole they can go through easily lah. So at least as a preventive measure, it is good lah. I introduce all this to share with y'all. Y'all can go and learn more about it, and then if you want to, can go and buy it yourself lah. It's quite easy.
Will it be a problem if you get a cut? Your wound cannot heal because your blood.
That is one of the problem of blood thinners. So if you take warfarin,
But what about this one?
this one no.
It's not. But
This one, actually, proteolytic enzyme is produced by our pancreas, but we didn't produce enough. So as you grow older, the pancreas, the factory doesn't want to produce more, so it produces less and less. So it's a problem there. So we have to supplement. Fortunately, digestive enzyme we can
Can I
supplement.
answer a question? I'm very confused. This enzyme in those enzyme drink is different enzyme.
I don't know about enzyme drink, but
Anyway,
anyway, if you would like to know more about enzyme, I can have one session on enzyme. The only thing you all can remember is that only digestive enzyme can be supplemented. Metabolic enzyme, nobody can supplement. That means our body got 2,000-3,000 metabolic enzyme for you to function. You want to lift up your hand, you need some enzyme. You want to make some blood cells, you need enzyme. So there are 2,000-3,000, but that one cannot supplement. Only digestive enzyme you can supplement. So proteolytic enzyme actually help to digest protein, meat, all this. Because when you cook the meat, the meat, actually nature give it the proteolytic enzyme in the meat to digest the meat when you eat raw. But you cook it, the enzyme gone, so you have to use your own. So when you always eat cook food, then you have to keep on putting in the proteolytic enzyme, so you have to supplement, not enough.
When I have a headache, he asked me to take this also.
Yeah, because the blood flow, no more blood clot. I mean, for that moment, no more blood clot. So anyway, this is to explain that actually our body inside really a lot of rubbish. It's only thing that you don't know. Unless you look at it on the TV screen, then you get surprised. There are really a lot of rubbish. Don't worry, please come to rescue. So today I want to share with y'all. This is just sharing. Y'all go and learn more about it. It's called heavy metal detox. Now the proteolytic enzyme doesn't take away the heavy metals. but this one does. So you think if you want to take away the heavy metal, you cannot depend on proteolytic enzyme. You only dissolve the proteins. Now, this, the short form is called ethylene diamine tetraacetic acid. Acetic acid is actually like vinegar. It's a kind of a vinegar actually. Every day we are eating this, you all know not? It is very common that they put this EDTA into our canned food to make sure that the canned food is not spoiled. So we are actually eating this quite often. Now, for the last 100 years, this EDTA is given by in the IV form, intravenous. So in other words, if you got lead poisoning or mercury poisoning, serious one, immediately the doctor will say, go for chelation. So they put the EDTA by drop. You sit down there for 3 hours and it just stop. The absorption is 100%. And you can test from the urine, the amount of lead, mercury that comes out. You can test it. You collect the urine for 24 hours and you take sample and test. That's what they do. But the testing is quite a lot of money. And in IV, that means in intravenous, each time it costs $100 US. I don't know whether in Singapore anybody is doing it.